At what point does the administration say, you know what, this strategy isn't working, we're going to change strategies? 6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy. Is it time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down.
This is really like a Zen koan. I'm going to repeat it. It is time for us to do what we've been doing, and that time is every day.
It's not just President Biden. Vice President Kamala Harris also suffering through a rough week. Her new team of aides was trying to revamp her image to save her political prospects. But that got off to a rocky start after critics say she bombed her way through this TV interview.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down.
The 500 million tests that have been ordered that are going to be sent to every American, do we know when those are going out?
Shortly.
Should we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
But should we have done it sooner?
We are doing it. We have 20,000 sites where people can go, and I urge people to, you can Google it. If you want to figure out how to get across town to some restaurant you heard is great, you usually do Google.
Do Google to find... Jesse, what was that?
That was bad, Sandra, and everybody saw it because it was on network television. When I hear about someone that's trying to revamp their image, I know it's going to fail. Remember Al Gore? He hired the guru, told him to wear earth tones. Doesn't matter what Al Gore wears, he's still a boring snob. When powerful people stink, they hire consultants to hide their stink. Instead of kind of making sure they don't stink, they try to masquerade the stink from the public. Like, you know the guy in high school who didn't shower, he just put on a lot of cologne? Brian knows what I'm talking about. This is what Kamala Harris is doing.
Too well.
Look inside herself, see why people don't like her, see what she could do better, and work on that. instead of paying people to spin better for her. If I knew I was doing a network interview and I had a 28% approval rating, I would lock myself in a room with all of my aides the entire day before, and I'd war game the whole thing out. I know they'd ask about COVID, the ticket, the testing. I knew what was coming, and I'd be fluent in it. What does she do instead? She walks out into the interview like she's going on a canoe trip. Like she's like, oh, where do I sit? Maybe I'll just dip my paddle. This is serious stuff, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but she is a heartbeat away from the presidency. God forbid anything ever happened to Joe Biden. She's the commander-in-chief. Are you confident Kamala Harris could calculate a risk assessment in a Pacific theater if China or North Korea ever decided to test her? I don't think she could handle it, and people are very concerned about that.